And at NTV, in case you're just joining us, happy Valentine's. I hold a rose given to me, but I'm also about to share it with someone else. Just because they've said today is all about love. This is what it signifies. And giving a rose or a gift, we have received chocolate, which I'm also going to share. It's allowed to share what you're giving people, okay? So on Morning at NTV, we are sharing, and we're also sharing things in regards to innovations. I am Rita Kanya, joined by Mala Kivira Odera, sorry. Yeah, Valentine's has taken the tongue. Chocolate as you work is not good. Anyway, that aside, we're also joined by Gerald Otim, and we're going to be having a conversation about insuring crops. Did you know you could insure your crops? Did you know that? No, I believe you did not. Well, you're going to get to know about that. Over to you, Mala.
Yes. And before we move on, happy Valentine's, Mr. Gerald.
Thank you.
Yes.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's.
So it's a double Valentine's.
Yes.
Can you imagine? Oh, with goodness, on Morning at NTV.
You know, so let's talk about agribusiness and how you have made sure that the digital aspect actually comes in to boost business for them that are in that space.
Yeah. So I think the personal stakeholder at the center of agriculture, agribusiness is the farmer himself. You know, we need farmers for everything. When you talk about agribusiness and agriculture and digitization of agriculture, we're really talking about farmers. And as we all know, lately, there's a lot of challenges that farmers are faced with. But I think one of the issues that affects the farmers the most at this moment is the unpredictable nature of weather.
Right.
And weather has significant implications on agriculture. And because of that, it's important that farmers find ways to secure themselves and guarantee their crop should there be instances of bad weather that could affect their production.
So how do they guarantee that?
Yeah, so I mean, there are many ways farmers could guarantee their crop. But the one that we are really focused on, that we believe delivers the most value, is advisory services and insurance. But as you all know, the traditional mechanisms of advisory services or extension services is really human-driven. So you have a lot of extension officers in the field that provide these extension services. And when you talk about insurance services as well, there's a lot of structure and complexity around the service, and we think that we can solve that.
Okay, let's talk about insurance. And you said that the weather nowadays is not so predictable, and it could it actually poses as a risk to the farmer. So how does insurance come in to mitigate that loss and that risk, so to speak? I'm sure we have so many farmers who are watching us today. So how does insurance come in?
Yeah. Well, the thing is that crop insurance works exactly like any other kind of insurance. You never know. Anything could go wrong, but should something go wrong, if you're insured, you get compensated, right? So it's the same concept with agricultural crop insurance. And what we are doing is that we have partnered with a couple of different organizations. So we've partnered with the Agriculture Insurance Consortium, under a new arm program called it's a new arm program under the Uganda Insurance Association, and we also work with a couple of other technology firms across the world to provide us interesting technologies that can allow us to work with these insurance companies to deliver crop insurance, to make crop insurance more accessible to smallholder farmers efficiently using technology. And our focus is really on what we call index crop insurance, which I believe is new to many of us, but also new, especially new to the farmer.
Yes.
And the idea around this type of insurance is that we use satellite data and remote sensing technologies to design the insurance product, but also to monitor the gardens of the farmer, and also to design an insurance product that they can access easily on their mobile phone.
So as you talk about it being a satellite kind of thing, what is the widest reach? Because I was going to say, where does it stop? But what is the widest reach it has? Because might be a farmer in Kisoro, and what happens on that end? Does it get to there?
Yeah. So the truth is that we've been doing a 3-year project with a couple of different organizations since 2015. So we worked with two major farm aggregating organizations, the Uganda National Farmers Federation and Uganda Cooperatives Alliance. And one of the things that we did with them was to make sure, which is a requirement for this kind of service, that we digitize records of these farmers. So we did farmer profiling for 250,000 farmers in 50 cooperatives in 111 districts across Uganda. So we made the service available to these farmers in those districts. So it's a nationwide project. And since 2015, every season some farmers have been subscribing for the service, and those that have subscribed have actually enjoyed and experienced the benefits of insurance.
Right. Someone would say that insurance is quite expensive. Me having to pay premiums every single, is it month, or depending on the duration or the breakdown that you've agreed between you and the insurance provider. Someone would say insurance is a lot expensive. So instead of me paying premiums, let me maybe improve my technology. We know the president has been very articulate with regards to farmers moving away from rain-fed agriculture to more of embracing technology. So why should I invest in insurance, getting a crop index insurance, for example, as opposed to maybe upping or getting more sophisticated technology for my farming? What are the benefits?
So I felt the same about insurance many years back, until I learned about other interesting ways and affordable ways that insurance could be delivered, especially for smallholder farmers. And our interest was really, to design and provide an insurance service that was affordable for the farmer. So the insurance package that I'm referring to only goes for 30,000 shillings per acre.
Per acre.
Okay. Per acre.
So let's know, that sounds very, very interesting. I bet if you're a farmer out there, you definitely now want to be a part of this and get insurance for your crops and for your farm entirely. So what is the step? I have 30,000. What do I need to do next?
Yeah. So the process is really, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. So we use technology to make this service accessible. So there are two main technologies that we use. So we use something they call USSD codes. USSD is the same type of platform that MTN uses for its mobile money, or Airtel uses for its mobile money. The same menu that you dial when you're using your mobile money.
Right.
That is the same kind of technology that we have adapted for this service. And the steps are really, really simple. That the farmer dials in a code. The code that we use for this service is *284 *10 hash. So once they dial that, either on MTN or Airtel, then they will be asked to enter their mobile phone number. And after they have entered their mobile phone number, they will be required to choose the package that they're interested in. Do they need a seasonal package or an annual package? And after that, they can then be able to choose the number of acres that they would like to insure. Because this project is mostly designed for smallholder farmers, we've limited the number of acres to 5 acres.
Okay.
And then after they have selected the acre, we inform them about the cost of the number of acres that they've chosen.
So 1 acre is 30,000.
30,000.
Okay.
So if you choose 5 acres, that's 150,000.
Okay.
And then you complete the transaction with mobile money. So it's pretty simple. Those are the steps.
And then what about the satellite bit of things?
So once we've collected this data, so once a farmer subscribed, one of our agents contacts the farmer and collects some basic information about the farmer. In this case, we require also their location information. Where are they based? Which sub-county are they? And then sometimes we go to much detail. We actually get GPS locations of the farmers' gardens, and then we start monitoring the farm remotely using our technology in the back end. This technology is not visible to the farmer at this stage.
Brilliant.
So we manage all of that in the back end, and then at the end of the season, we know how much loss the farmer could have made based on the weather conditions on that farm during that season.
It looks quite efficient, and so we're speaking of 30K, that's the amount of my premiums, but how often should I be paying?
So it's a seasonal package, but you could choose to pay for an annual package that gives you 2 seasons of cover. And depending on what package you choose, the compensation also varies. So for 30,000 shillings, you get up to 300,000 in insurance cover per acre.
Okay.
Which for a smallholder farmer is better.
So if I pay 30K now, when next am I supposed to pay the 30K? Or it's a one-off?
Well, if you pay 30K now, then you're covered for the entire season. The season is 3 months,
So
right?
30K
the next
per
season?
Yes.
The next season, I have to pay
Yes.
every season.
Yes.
And how do you now gauging in regards to how much would you be able to compensate this person if I've paid 30,000?
Yeah. So we have a blanket cover for the product. This product is specifically designed for smallholder farmers, and the blanket cover is 30,000 premium price. And 300,000 in insurance cover. So, should you lose your crops 100%, then you get 300,000 in compensation.
Okay.
And we've done these compensations over the last 4 seasons.
Is that the only benefit, though? What other goodies are coming in this package?
Well, there's a couple of other things. So, if you plant any of our other 5 preferred crops, maize, sesame, which some people call simsim, soya, beans, and sunflower, you will also get weekly SMS advisory services
For free.
on your phone for free.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But beyond that, we've designed this, like I mentioned earlier, we've designed this project and implement it in partnership with farmers' organizations. And what we have been doing over the last 2 years is that we have also been leveraging on this data to allow farmers access credit. So last year we gave out input loans to over 3,000 farmers that qualified at the time, in partnership with a financial institution. So that's really the idea that, once you are insured, you are a less risky farmer.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're less risky, then financial institutions are interested in lending to you. So we partner with those types of financial institutions that are interested in lending to this kind of farmers.
And does it only cover crops? Because what if I have a few other things like animals?
Yeah, so this particular package is specific on crops. But the Uganda Insurance Association and AIC have many other packages for livestock and things like that.
Okay. All right. Interesting conversation.
Very interesting.
So you, the farmer, by the way, we said that in 2019 we'll ensure that we give you all the tips you need. It doesn't matter what industry you are in, we need you to make money. You have to make money. So what better way to mitigate your risks than to get an insurance? So thank you so much for coming in studios and breaking it down for us. As you come to a close, what are your last remarks?
So today, actually this week we have been relaunching the product. So like I mentioned earlier, we've been implementing this service as a project in partnership with 7 other farmers organizations, and we are now relaunching it as a business. The launch event is happening at the Golf Course Hotel. There's over 250 delegates, seed companies, financial institutions that are interested in these kinds of farmers, farmer organizations. And we are partnering with SACCOs. We work with 50 SACCOs and 50 farmers cooperatives. So this service is available. Farmers can visit their cooperative and ask about the service, as long as that cooperative or SACCO is affiliated to Uganda Cooperatives Alliance.
Right.
Or the Uganda National Farmers Federation. You can also visit your district farmers association and ask about the service. This information is available there. And you can always subscribe for the service.
Are you a farmer yourself?
Yes, I am a farmer.
You could tell the passion in the conversation. We have been joined by Gerald Otim from Ensibuko.
Yeah.
And if you're a farmer, all you need is 30,000 Uganda shillings per acre that you'd like to insure of crop. Yes, for the rest, a step at a time. In the 21st century, it's not just the fact that you need a smartphone to send a message, but now you could be able to also monitor your farm. Right. Things are changing. Happy Valentine's, Gerald.
Happy Valentine's. And it's actually a good Valentine's present. If you have your mother who is a farmer, what better way to surprise them than subscribe for an crop insurance package.
That's
for
an amazing
Valentine's Day.
Okay, thank you so much for coming in studios. The hashtag guys is morning at MTV across all the social media platforms. Keep your Valentine's messages coming in. Like you've been told, the Daily Monitor has given you tips on what you should look out for before you buy that gift. And like Mr. Gerald here said, you can actually gift your mom or yourself. Yes, yourself. Gift yourself if you're a farmer. Get into this particular platform just to mitigate risks and maximize on your bottom line. Morning at NTV still continues. Up next is something special, so please be tuned.
coming soon on NTV.
NTV presents another exciting must-watch drama series. In the beautiful capital of Uganda, a hotel chain has been running for decades.
If you don't show composure and stability, the business will not survive. You understand that?
It's time for the man himself to hand over.
This company belongs to Bate.
Life is so good after retirement.
Tell that to Barbara.
Did you do what I asked you to do?
Who will he choose?
That will be my son.
Are you kidding me? He is a boy.
Who will carry on the legacy?
Junior is old enough to take over the business. This is ridiculous.
But the contenders are even more.
You think to become CEO?
Confusion of love. Family conflict.
Madam Barbara tuyisa bubi wano naye ngenda kweddiza omusajja wa kitegeere.
I sleep in the guest room.
Mr. Bate has left his bedroom.
Relationships.
I know that Chief Ambassador is right here. Where is he?
When a guy cheats on you after